Hello, and welcome back to Conversations with Sharon and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
And I'm still Sharon. And unfortunately, we're out of the rain. That's why we're,
Yes, it's been raining here okay, so we got to explain some things. So it has been raining in California since like forever.
No.
So when we went to record, we no longer have a gazebo. So we can't record outside because the first wind that came through took it. Now we do have a new one. We just haven't put it up yet.
Well, but there is another gazebo over there. You just don't want to go out there. I'm okay with a little rain because we're all natural girls now. You know what I mean? But it's okay.
We're going to be recording inside.
Yeah. It is a little chilly, too.
We are coming from our used to be dining room, now living room.
Whatever.
If y'all missed that episode where I told you I changed stuff around. So, anywho.
I can't even find, I can find my bed. I just can't find nothing else.
Whatever. So, welcome back to those who are familiar with Conversations with Sharon and Rosa. And if you're new, welcome. We hope that you enjoy. And after this video, please share, like, and subscribe. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Y'all notice how close she's sitting to me? You know what I mean? I'm loving it, but
we don't get a chance to sit this close because we're in seats that separates us. So now we're sitting on the sofa, and I can lean.
Is that kind of nice? It's raining here. You know the rain. We're acting silly tonight.
We're actually supposed to go out on a date night when it rains, but I guess we're not going anywhere. So
not tonight. It's late. We're both tired. I know you're tired because you got to commute. But in any event, let's do it because we got something hot that we want to talk to y'all about today.
Absolutely. So I don't have any announcements. You don't have any?
No, I don't. Just keep doing what you've been doing, which means y'all looking, you're listening, and you're responding to us, and you're subscribing. So I'm happy.
Something wrong with her. Okay, so it's shout out time. First shout out goes to Robert A.H. Thank you for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharon and Rosa. Next is Gabriella D. We appreciate you being a subscriber to our channel. And last but not least is Tyler H. Thank you. You've been a subscriber since day one, and we appreciate you.
We really do.
Okay, well, let's get right into today's conversation. So, are you a side chick?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's two types of side chicks. One who knows that they're a side chick, and one who doesn't. So, we'll talk about a little bit about both.
Okay, but give me a little bit more clarity. I mean, like, if you're a side chick, what happens if you know you're a side chick?
And you okay with it?
Oh, okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
If you okay with being a side chick, some people okay with being a side chick. I personally am not, but some people are.
Right, but if you don't know you the side chick,
it's unfair.
It's gonna be. Well, who says it's unfair? But
it is unfair. It's unfair.
It's problematic.
No. Okay. Yeah, and it is problematic. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that today. Are you a side chick?
So let's define it. I mean, when we say side chick, because we throw out so many terms and things do change and things meant something to my generation, which this generation don't get it. So we try to, operationally define it for the purpose of our little talk. And as we were having this conversation this week, we realized that we really kind of feel differently about things. So side chick, that is a person who has a known ongoing relationship with someone who's already in an established relationship. That makes you the side piece. All right. And that's what we're talking about and I don't know if you might not know you're the side piece.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've been in relationships where I knew I was the side piece, but I was okay with that. And that was mainly, I'm trying to think when I came out, did that ever happen? I don't think it has. I mean, I might have been a side chick and not know. But when I knew I was a side chick, it was back when I was dating men. But I think it's just because I wasn't really interested and 100% invested into the relationship. So it was like, I only really dated married men because I felt like I had an up on them, and I don't care. I don't want you leaving your wife. I want you to come when I want you to come. So it was almost like that kind of not come in that sense.
No.
Which means come
yeah.
over and do things and whatever when I'm ready to hook up or whatever. But if I wasn't ready to hook up, I just want you to be okay with being where you are.
And it sounds like you kind of like you were in control too.
Yeah,
you definitely was in control.
You have the upper hand.
Right.
You really do.
Okay.
So I think that could be a benefit of being okay with being a side chick, because you can pretty much call the shots or not. Because if they get out of hand, you be like, well, I'm gonna call your wife.
Now it gets messy, as they call it.
So
okay.
I just felt like I had the upper hand. But as far as when I came out, and I've been dealing with women for the last 11, 12 years, I don't think I've ever, not to my knowledge, I ever accepted being the side piece. Now, I did date women who cheated. So,
but that's a different scenario.
Yeah, but then
that's a different cheating.
But if they cheated, then you don't know if they kind of broke the relationship up or not. You just know that they cheated because you found out. But are they still seeing the person? So, do you then become the side chick? Or are you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't like you just throwing these labels around or whatever, but I'm just saying you could that person, I don't care if you're dealing with men, women, wherever you're at on our huge continuum where your sexuality is, it's just like, if you want an exclusive relationship and the person that you're dealing with wants an exclusive relationship, that is fine. It's not fine if you don't know that person also has a side chick. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then over to the side chick. The side chick might not mind being the side chick.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But if they don't know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's when I think it becomes unfair. Like,
okay.
If you are dating someone and you meet somebody else, whether it's in the grocery store, library, wherever, the club.
Home Depot.
And you tell that person you're in a relationship, you tell them everything that you need to tell them when you're meeting people, and they are still okay with you sneaking out from time to time, or can call them between this hour and that hour, then that's fine. But when you meet someone and you don't tell them the real deal, and you lead them on, and they are the side chick, that's when I think it's just
it gets problematic. It is.
It's unfair to them, because for me, I feel like I want all of my options.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Even though I didn't plan on going down this path with it, and again, when we're talking the subject, it applies to, like I say, everybody in lesbian land and far beyond. The dynamics are the same. It's what the old folks say: it takes three to make a relationship work. Me, you, her, and the other one. You know what I mean? So I don't subscribe to that, because I got my my personal little lamb chop. But I'm just saying, there's some people who don't even know how to play fair, and it's not to even throw shade on them, but it's like, I got a woman, and then I got a babe that I take to the show, or whatever, and if I can only see you,
if you that woman,
and I can only see you perhaps every third Saturday,
right?
And maybe for a quick lunch somewhere.
But I think both parties need to know what the what is. But going back to something when you said you didn't mean to go down this path with it, I think because you and I had a conversation about people that want people but don't want to let them go. So we started out with that conversation, and then we came with, let's talk about side.
Wait. I got somebody full time, but I don't want you to have somebody full time.
Right. So then they lead that person on, so that they don't move on, in case something, doesn't work out on their end, which we were talking about, I thought was unfair.
Right.
But then we
right.
switched it to the side chick. So I think that's why it kind of.
Well, both are important. They're close, but still different. Okay. But the point I was trying to make when I said I didn't particularly want to go down that other path, I don't care whether you're dealing with men, women, or someone's undecided. I think, not speaking for you, because you never were totally emotionally available to men.
Yeah.
And I told you, I said, women, we play by different rules. Yeah. Women will affect you. I've met women who knew that they were straight. However, when they did cross that line and they now in a lesbian relationship, oh, I've never felt this way. Oh, it's the intensity of it. Oh, I've been with 3 men in my life and had a child by one of them, and I've never felt this kind of pain that I do when, Sarah walked out on me, or I never. Physically, the love making is different. Mentally, it's a whole different. It's just like it's in a building that's closed to everyone else. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just think it's just more intense. And not putting words in your mouth, but I think it's more intense when we deal with women, because I'm gonna tell you, women will call you on your stuff because you're a woman too. She is too, right?
Yeah.
And it's not simple. I don't think it's easy. I surely don't, as they say, don't try this at home. I don't suggest you try it at home. But there are people who are actively out there having a whole and productive and even positive relationship with one woman and has a side piece.
Yeah, but I think for me, that's why I haven't been able to be okay with being a side chick since I've been out, because the connection to women is a lot different. I'm not going to be able to handle that like I was handling it. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine someone that I'm with, with someone else during the time they with me.
Right. Okay.
And then coming home. Yeah. We not doing that. That's what's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, that's before, that's life. That's it, as I call it, it's BS before Sharon. You know what I mean? I think I'm so witty. I do. So, but seriously, it's a different emotional investment when you're dealing with your own sex. Mm-hmm. I said it. Please, if you want to push back on me, you go on and, send us one of those little replies, and I'll get back to you as to why I said it. And, I'm just saying, for us out there who are very real and very comfortable and been out there for a long time or whatever, or you just get into the party, it's nothing like being loved by a woman. Yeah. It's simple as that. I don't compare it to men.
But even if you are, you know what it's like to be loved by a woman, don't mean you need to be somebody's side piece, because my whole thing is,
I'm not putting those two together. I'm just saying that we play for higher stakes when we're in the lesbian world. That's all I'm saying. I'm not condoning side pieces. I'm not condemning. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying it is out there.
Right.
And when you see those, I'm not even gonna call it menage a trois, because menage a trois is those people who are. They know about it, they're willing, and they kind of signed up for it. You and your side piece have a relationship that is external to you and your woman.
Correct.
It's simple as that. That's not a menage a trois.
Right.
That means somebody cheating. I don't want to call it cheating, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
But they're not cheating if everybody
agrees with it. But I tell you, I don't know that many women who know about the side piece. No. Now, I know it does exist. But I'm saying I know more, and I'm going to speak to two of those examples, at least one of them. And I mean, Rose, we didn't get that deep into the conversation, but I would say once I was somebody else's side piece, once in my life, and what's the look?
I didn't say anything.
Just once, and I knew it, and I think maybe because. As things turn out, it wasn't nasty, mean, no big blowout. When the number one person realize there's another two person out there. However, I couldn't do it because I'm a headliner. If I'm with you, I gotta headline your room, babe. That's what, and y'all know what I mean. It's not about being unselfish. It's about just being. I'm a one woman. now. I wasn't always, but I am now. The idea of my wife having someone else out there, external, unknown to me, external to our relationship, and have an ongoing something with somebody, it's such a negative fantasy. It's such a horrific. I can't even play it through my mind. I can't. My head would explode,
Right.
and my heart too. I had to slide that one in. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So the question is today, folks,
Are you a side piece? No, I'm just kidding.
really, I mean, are you a side chick? Because it's not, like I said, we're not throwing
Or
shade.
do you have a side chick?
Right. It's too, right.
Because
Some of y'all do, and you do. And what's really, how I ain't trying to bust nobody, but you know how you see, somebody, we hanging out in San Diego, and then you see them in Palm Springs, they with somebody else, it's not their niece nor their child, and she's fine, and y'all walking in there like y'all ain't walking out there in there like y'all next door neighbors. Yeah. And you know how you say, is that, well, who? Well, hey, how you doing? How was the show? I keep it going, and then me and Rosa get in the car on the drive on home, back to home. We'd be like, well, who do you think it was? I don't know. Do you think the other one? So yeah, we be talking about y'all.
Yeah.
We don't spread it, but we talk amongst ourselves.
And again, I mean, side pieces are okay if everybody's in agreement. Not just you and the side piece, but you and the person you're in a relationship with too need to be in agreement. Because normally, even if the side chick knows that they're a side chick, it's just known between you and that person. The other third person more than likely don't.
Doesn't know.
And
I think you read about that.
It just gets murky all the way around.
Of course.
And my thing too is, if my wife had a side chick and we all show up somewhere, I want to be in the know. Because then I'm looking like boo-boo the fool when we're all standing there having a conversation and they are the two that knew that they just got together the night before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know any of that. And that's what hurts the most when, the third person doesn't know. Because when you find out, all of these things go through your mind like, oh, I saw her here and I saw her there. Then you're like, I'm looking like Boo Boo the Fool.
Well, I tell you what, nobody wants to look like Boo Boo the Fool. But I assure you, if that was to materialize, I don't think that would be your biggest fear.
I mean, you'd be mad about some other stuff, but you're going to be mad about the fact that, you felt like you've been played. I mean, I would be mad that I felt like I've been played. Like, I saw this girl 14 times in 14 different settings and,
never once knew that my wife was sleeping with her.
Right, and my wife and her over there, and I'm okay with it because I'm not the jealous type.
Right, you're not.
So, I'm still looking like Boo Boo the Fool because I gave him space. Then I would feel like I gave him space to do that. And
I have a lot of female friends, and so does Rosa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You say, oh, well, we're just going up to LA and we're doing a conference, or we're going to have a big jump thing or whatever, and I don't feel like going, or she's going with 4 other people. I think that's all it is because that's all you said it was. And right. But should something like I said, to even entertain such a horrible thought, if you were stepping outside our relationship, having an ongoing relationship, emotional and sexual and romantic, all of that, I think me looking like a fool would be the least of my problems. What would affect me, I think the greatest, was that I know that it's over. I know I just lost you, and I know somebody's going to die. I'm just kidding.
Well,
no.
I mean, the losing you part wouldn't be so damaging because it wouldn't be the first time in your life that you've gone through that experience. No. But you know what though, and I've not oversharing, but when you and I got together, there's a phrase, it was a phrase that I said, sweetie, I am so comfortable with this relationship. I'm willing to bet the farm on it. Right.
Meaning I was all in. I wasn't going to, I didn't just, put my toe in the water. I totally submerged. And it was worth it because I felt that positive, that sure of our relationship and the possibility of it. And my feelings have not betrayed me. All right. So I'm saying, should something like that come up, I don't care what my friends say. I don't care what hits the paper. I don't care what the I don't care, because what I care about the most is that my marriage is over, my life has changed, and I really give a shit what the press is going to say. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, people can say, "Oh wow, I feel like I'm being played," and then everyone saw, everyone knew but me, or what. However it went down, because those scenarios can become very dangerous, for lack of better words.
No, and you're right. But when I say that, I feel like I'm boo boo the food, yeah, because if you didn't know, somebody else in the group may have known. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of feel like you were the laughing stock. So with saying that, I'm saying like in my next relationship is like, do I become this person that don't give them space? Because when you're hurt in one relationship and you take those things to the next relationship, if you don't get them under control, and then it could make or break a new relationship. And that's what I'm saying. So it's like, I've never been a jealous person. I've always, given, Sharon or whomever I'm dating, rope. And I don't want to be that person if it's always in the long run feel like, I'm going to be notified as, she had a side chick or whatever the case may be, and then I'm left in the dark. Now come to me. If Sharon's like, hey, our relationship need to be spiced up, or you ain't giving me enough sex, I had to go out and, so-and-so, me and so-and-so hooked up, like, give it to me. I can take it in that sense. And not saying I'm going to accept it, but I can take it in that sense, and I can rinse it differently than, just being made a fool of, if that makes sense.
See, and I hear you. I hear you. Well, first of all, you don't know till you know.
Yep.
I mean, even if you had, they say, first you have suspicion, but now I have evidence. No, you really don't know. And I would even go further to say, you don't know how you would react if it has not come, that you've never had to deal with it.
I feel like I know how I would feel in that sense, with where I'm talking about being looked at as a fool.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I mean, I can't say we all have been hurt. The majority of us have been hurt before, so
on
you kind of know how that feels. But depending on the circumstances of what happened and how it take place, then that feeling, could be justified as being boo boo the fool.
Yeah, okay. And I'm not gonna say you won't feel that way. I'm just saying, for me, that won't be the won't have the greatest weight, because I can give a rambling damn what people think, or what they saw or what they heard or whatever. My thing is, my life is no longer the same from this moment moving on. And like I said, you don't know until you know.
Okay, but once let me ask you this though, because I know you dated a woman one time that someone else warned you about. So when they came and said
danger. I'm sorry.
So when they came and said, this person is not good for you, you're a good person, I don't want you to get hurt, it's almost like they knew she probably had somebody else and dating you, and you technically was the side piece. They were warning you. How did that make you feel? One, that the person who told you didn't even know that well. So the person who told you this, you don't know that well, but they know stuff you don't know about your relationship.
Right.
Doesn't that make you feel like kind of like a fool in a sense?
I think the average person would feel that way.
Well, how did you feel when she said that?
I was appreciative of the information. I received it in the spirit in which she delivered it, which was hey, I'm just trying to tell you something. You know what I mean? Because there was no reason for her. She was a decent person and all that, but and quite frankly, I believed her. I was like, this woman don't know me to lie to me, whatever, So let's say, based on the fact that I thought what she said was true, I appreciated her putting that bug in my ear. But I'm a big girl, and I would tell everybody, you buy your ticket and you take your chances. Did it hurt? It kind of. I think it rocked me. It rocked me a little bit, only because that somebody else knew something about the dynamics of this.
My point, right there.
Yeah. So yeah. But I mean, no matter what, though. But I'm saying it was short lived in the fact that, one, I'm a big girl. Two, you can't tell me too much. Not because I won't listen, but it's not too much about dealing with women that I don't know. Okay, yeah. or at least have seen or see my friends go through it, because like I said, I've been out here for a long time and I've taken notes. So no, I didn't feel like Boo Boo the Fool, but but it was a pinch. But like I said, I kind of knew what I was dealing with
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like most people can't tell you your business. If you're taking care of business, more or less taking care of your own business, not too many people can come up and knock on your door and say, hey, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Because you know that if you're paying attention.
Right.
Now, that doesn't mean that you didn't welcome the news. As I tell Rosa, I could have lived the rest of my life without knowing that. You know what I mean? But you do know, and what are you going? And like I say, you don't know till you know. Now, what are you going to do?
Would you rather for the woman not say anything?
No, I'm glad she did. Oh. And I, like I said, I received it in the spirit in which she offered it, where like, hey, I don't know you well, but can I put a bug in your ear? Plus, I'm gonna tell you, I did that. I was the person who tried to put a bug in somebody's ear and
they had a side chick.
Oh, please, she was trying to get a side chick. Wait a minute.
But that's not your job to tell somebody.
I knew you were going to say that, and let me tell you, it was one of those things for as many, women gatherings as we have, the people we go around, and our world is very female. You can believe that. We know some straight people, and we know some men, but I think I only know two men. One of them is her dad. You know
what?
No, but what I'm saying, this happened. Oh, it was happened before you. So let's say this happened 9 years ago. Make a long story short, I was socially connected to both of them, but one more than the other. And so for whatever reasons, that me and the one me and the girl, we didn't go to lunch and stuff like that, but we would like chat on the phones on Sunday morning. And the girl, what y'all doing, and blah blah blah, and they were hooked up and booked up. I wasn't. I was still throwing parties and meeting people. Make a long story short, I told the one who I felt closer to, and whom had shared some things with me about the true dynamics of their relationship. Well, there was so much angst. I was like, the woman had, her partner had just tore her behind, talking to other women, doing stuff, story. When you're out there single.
But how did you know? She was doing it at the parties?
No, not just at the parties. People would tell me, oh, did you know so-and-so does this? And, it's a small world. You know how small our lesbian world is. You know that. We're all somebody exes, right? So, any event, not betraying someone's secrets or anything, but I don't think she knew what I knew. But I did. I prayed about it. I thought about it. I prayed some more, because I'm saying, I knew it was true. Or I really believed it was true. But I'm just saying, and plus people were coming and depositing things to me, because remember, I'm,
the party thrower.
I'm the party girl, right? So I go and tell my friend. She's not a close friend, but she's a friendly person. She's a person in my life. And I said, hey, I don't mean to, mess up your Sunday morning, but blah 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 blah. And I think your boo has been, was hitting on a friend of mine, and not only that, she hit on another girl that I happen to know, because everybody knows me, right? Well, what would you do if someone put that in your ear? Do you just say, oh, it's not so, tell me it's not so? I don't know.
Most of us, I think, know our partner. And
yeah, you got to know your animal. You got to know your dog.
You know if that was true off the bat. But
I think she did know, and I think they were having a rougher time at it than than she had shared. Bottom line, she told me, when I need to know anything about my partner, I won't ask you. It's none of your business. We okay, and basically stay out of my business. I mean, it was raw. I mean, I was speechless. I mean, I felt evaporated. Not to mention, I mean, I'm serious.
You need to be speechless, getting into people's business.
Well, I took a chance. Well, like you say, nobody wants to be boo-boo the fool.
Right.
And it had nothing to do with the fact, the sister was, it was a black woman, and I just like, and they both were wonderful people, but I could see, you know how you could see the cracks. People try to put a veneer like, oh, we're good, we're great, everything's wonderful, and it wasn't. Mm-hmm. It really wasn't. But on top of it, her boo was up there, hitting on a buddy of mine. So with that, I did tell the one who I felt who had befriended me. I just said, I need to tell you what this is. So this is not like the girl had a side piece, but she was surely trying to get a side chick, and I didn't want my other buddy to get caught and look stupid.
Because that does make you kind of feel like you're in the middle, especially if it's a friend of yours or she met them at one of your gatherings. Well, I'm the cause of that almost.
Well, the only reason why I escaped that meteor, and that is because when as they say, when shit hit the fan, I think she was so embarrassed, she just kind of like closed up shop and they just kind of disappeared. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So you didn't see him anymore?
Oh, I know where they are per se, but I did not see. Well, when I saw one without the other, I just kind of figured they had already things that died of natural causes, not so natural. But no, I didn't see them anymore socially. So I figured, I say, one, I don't think that was their first time. I think two, if you really into your relationship and you minding y'all business and all that, when somebody comes and tells you that your wife, your girlfriend, your sweetie pie is out there sitting on everybody else's lap and acting like she's in heat, you know what I mean? You kind of know, like, oh no, that wasn't my woman, or you kind of like, I'm gonna snatch her ass up off the dance floor. You kind of know what you're dealing with.
Right.
You just don't want everybody else to know what you're dealing with. Okay?
Right. I have another question too.
Uh-oh.
So you said you were a side piece before. Have you ever had a side piece? Ooh. So have you ever been in a relationship that you was dating somebody else?
Yeah. Yes, yeah, sure.
And so who knew? You and this person, did she know she was a side piece?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, we never
Why
had.
Do you think so? Did you have the conversation?
It's
all about the conversation, right?
Hold on, may I say this about that? I didn't have the conversation with her that I would at this time in my life.
So she didn't know you was dating somebody.
Oh, I think she knew, but I just, like I said, sometimes things happen.
We all think somebody knows something.
Well, I don't want the spotlight to be on me, so.
No, I'm just asking questions. I talked about myself. I was just asking you about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, like I said, if you know your woman, you know something's going on. You may not know what it is, but you know something.
Okay.
It's one of those, like, dinner was ready at 5 and you don't come home to 8, and then, next Wednesday you got I got to do another road trip. But no, you don't have to come, babe, because I know your mom's coming down.
But if the woman you felt knew, what about the person you was in a relationship with? Did they know?
Oh, I think they had some suspicions. Okay. But no evidence.
Y'all see what I'm dealing with?
But that was long ago and far away.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
the question is,
yeah.
Are you a side piece? Or do you have a side piece? Or have you been there?
Right. Well, I mean, and is it okay? You know what I mean? Yeah. With you or her or both. I mean, like, I'm okay with it. They okay with it. And, if it's working for you, again, no shade.
Right.
No shade.
That's the thing. I mean, when you're a side piece and you know it and you're okay with the situation, I'm just talking about the side piece. I'm not talking about the other people in the relationship. then it really does work for you because you technically do have the upper hand, or you only get to see that person,
every third Saturday.
Exactly. Kind of long enough to miss them or want to, spend time with them.
Right.
Somebody to go to movies with or Netflix and chill, as they say. But on the other hand, the person that is in the relationship kind of is the one that's dealing with the most stress.
Perhaps.
Because she got to do the lying somewhere. Everybody can't be telling the truth.
Right.
Somebody don't know.
Right. Well, you're absolutely right. But I would say this. I just don't think it can go on forever. I mean, there's going to be an ending or an abrupt stop. Because why? Because women love women, and the thing is, we get our emotions, and then you hit it like she ain't never been hit before, and blah 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 blah, and it's my birthday, but you can't come over, and then it's the forever threat. Where it's like, well, if you don't come over, I'm just going to tell so and so. I mean, that is so corny. To use my sister-in-law today. No. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, you're dealing with the wrong person, because this is what you do, boo. Okay, don't deal with anyone who has less to lose than you.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes two married people go out and have affairs with each other, because I didn't ask him to leave his wife. She didn't ask me to leave my woman. Whatever you dealing with. Okay, so people, feelings start to be felt. As simple as that. And I only see you every third Saturday, but now I want to see you Saturday and Sunday. And now can we slide in a Wednesday?
Because that's exactly what happens with the side chick. Somebody wants to start meeting up more, start calling more, start. You know what I'm saying? And then it gets to the point where you let your guard down.
Absolutely. Oh, you get sloppy.
Yeah.
You get sloppy. And then like my thing was like I was eating breakfast twice a day. You know what I mean? That's what was bugging me. You know what I mean? Because my schedule was off. Like, well, I made you breakfast. Okay. But really, I mean, but like I said, we women and we play with a full cart, and the cart is our heart. We truly, sometimes we tell on ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes we tell on ourselves, and either the side piece wants to be more than just a piece, or your woman is done found out and she's calling you out. So either you lose your woman, but then when the side piece is just side piece material for a reason. You know what I mean? Like it's like men and women do it all the time. Like, okay, she's good to have fun with, but I wouldn't marry her.
Exactly.
Women do the same thing too.
So if y'all gonna get a side piece, get a mature side piece, because if you let that side piece go, it's gonna get messy if they immature. I'm not trying to tell you how to get a
showing up
piece.
to your house and stuff parked outside right by your car, or got a nerve to leave a card inside your windshield or some stupid shit like that. I hate that.
Now I'm saying, but to wrap up today's conversation, are you a side piece? And a side piece,
right? And if you are you okay with it? You know what I mean? Yeah. Because like what they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. Right. As long as y'all know it's a game.
And I think if you're a mature woman of age, at some point in your life, you probably have been a side piece. You may not know, but you probably have been. I know I have been. In hindsight, when you look back on stuff. And people, the relationship dissolve, and then you find out, like, for real, what really happened. Mm-hmm. So then you were a side piece. But I've been there, so I'm not talking about anything that I haven't experienced. So I'm just saying, y'all be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Yeah, and we always suggest, honesty. Right. Have the conversation. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like it's like
tell everybody involved.
I met and this one last story. I met this one. You know how you see the feast or famine. Either you don't have a date, or you got three women and you don't know which one to take out. That kind of thing. But I don't know. It's just amazing. Sometimes people don't want you, until you got somebody else. Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's not even.
But that's the conversation we were having a little earlier.
Yeah,
about people not wanting you. So that might be Part 2.
Yeah, it could be it could be the part two to the side piece. Because what happens when? How about this? And we're gonna leave you with this thought. How about when you leave your woman for the side piece? Dun 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 dun. Part 2 next week.
I don't know about that, but anyway. Yes, but anyway.
Yeah. Something to think about, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, see, we do this. This is therapeutic for us because I find out more things about my little lamb chop here. You did what?
Exactly.
I'm looking at you too. Hey, always, we're always wishing you the very best.
Of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke.
Yeah.
And don't become a side piece if you're not a side piece.
Take care and stay healthy.
Bye.